Currently 5 a.m. I know what you're thinking. Didn't you just say you were gonna do a YouTube video every single day? I spent last night editing what I had to post today. And I'm gonna talk to y'all more about that in a little bit. But on the good news of things, I just woke up a new low body weight. So we just woke up 234.3, so we finally broke past 235. Let's fucking go, baby. Alright, y'all. We are currently making third meal of the day, a little pre-workout. Stacked. So we got our cream of rice. So I'm using, motherfucker, shit just spilled. But, so we used Gorilla Mind's cookies and cream protein powder. By far, top 3 protein powder flavors I've tried, but top 1 from Gorilla, 100%. But yeah, if you're wondering why I didn't really post yesterday after saying that I was gonna go on this 75-day thing, you know, there was a topic that I really wanted to talk about and share and express out in the world. And I know I joke around all the time that I don't have a father. And I feel like ultimately that's me kind of like suppressing or kind of hiding things I've been through. And I've been trying to share light of that. And this is something like I want to talk about more at some point. But I edited a video talking about my relationship with my stepfather and why I first started working out when I was 12 years old alone in my fucking bedroom. And it just wasn't something I felt comfortable after editing. And even recording, I tried to record it multiple takes. But you know, pain can be the biggest internal motivation to achieving your goals and conforming it into something fucking positive. Any emotion is. But I feel like pain and suffering, instead of falling into that victim mentality, man, there's beauty in pain. And I feel fired up. And that's like where I've been at, man. If I look in the mirror, I remember shit. It reminds me of how much I can accomplish. Because if I was capable of, as a child, flipping a grown-ass man on his back as a skinny little 12-year-old, that sounds like a scene out of a movie. That doesn't sound like reality. But the thing of that, alongside all of the other accomplishments, self-accomplishments, I don't mean the glory of, you know, when you graduate, you get a degree, you finish a 5K, you get a participation trophy. Even if you finish a race, you finish first in anything, man. You get these trophies. I'm not talking about that glory. I'm talking about the mental gain that you get from accomplishing shit. And that's what I'm talking about, just realizing of like what you are capable of. Starting somewhere, starting with some type of accomplishment adds up, it builds up. And that happens on a day-to-day basis, but that also happens in life, cumulatively, long-term, chronically. When we're looking at the larger image, the larger picture, the macro image of everything, and not so caught up in the micro issues that we're going through that are causing us pain. Okay, yeah, you're in pain right now, but what do you do? What do you do with that pain? I go to the gym, I haven't built up these calluses, and my hands are fucking hurting. My muscles are fucking aching. I wake up the next day sore as shit, not wanting to go to the gym. But now it's like, it's pushing past that failure, man. Because if you push, let's say with the gym analogy, you push past that failure, all that muscle fatigueness, all that lactic acid building up, right? You push past that short term, and it really is short term, man, because once you start lifting for a while, you don't get as sore as often. But once you surpass that acute pain that you're dealing with, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And you just have to be willing to find that light. And it's moving around in the dark, in that darkness in your mind of wherever it goes. Tap into that fucking darkness. Be your own light, man. Find yourself. Tap into that. Tap into that potential, because that's what that pain is. All that pain is fucking, it's potential. And it can either be wasted potential if you kind of suppress it and tell yourself, no, I'm happy. Life's not about being happy, man. You're not always going to be happy. There's always opposites, and just like yin and yang, just like light and dark, you can't go through the positive points in life without experiencing the negative shit. And I know talk about it, man, but you got to go through the things that are causing you that pain to become the person you essentially want to be. You might not know who that person is, but you got to start moving it around in that darkness and conforming it. Get your hands in the mud. Start shaping that mud. Till eventually, you build yourself, you conform yourself, and you've made it out the mud. Right now you're a Greek god. You've used all this mud and created a statue of the image that you want to create for yourself. And so pushing through that, I don't think you should suppress it. One thing I really live by is to forgive, but never to forget. Because if you forget all those things you've been through, you lose touch of who you are. And there was something I heard. Hold up. I'm about to finish making this. But when we start accomplishing things, we start accomplishing goals, we start, winning those trophies, winning those awards, winning that recognition, I feel like it's easily to feel achieved, like you've accomplished something, which you should be. Don't let anybody take that away from you. But when people get stuck in this mindset of feeling achieved, accomplished, it allows a room for complacency. And that's what I meant about losing touch with yourself. And so don't ever fucking suppress who you are. Don't suppress the pain. Don't suppress the shit you've been through, man. Let that shit keep going. Let that shit linger, as opposed to the glory, the achievements, and letting that linger into complacency. Let that linger into more success, into more achievements. And so you've been through enough to write a fucking memoir. And that's one thing with myself, man. Like, I want to be able to do enough in my life, accomplish enough in my life, where essentially if I wanted to, man, I could write a book. I tell myself that shit all the time. I'm not saying I'm writing a book, but I have written 4 20-page essays at the end of my graduate career. So I feel like it's very doable. Coming from a kid with dyslexia that was, that kid in most schools that's just pointed out as being the dumb person. That was me, man. After I got stripped down and taken by a white van in the middle of the woods to a wilderness camp, after flipping my stepfather, scaring the shit out of my stepfather as a 12-year-old, after getting hit with a baseball bat in our fucking garage, after multiple instances, I failed a grade, and I came back and I was that dumbass kid. And then leading into being able to, I have 3 fucking degrees. Even in the gym, when I first started lifting for bodybuilding, it came from an injury from basketball in college. Because if y'all didn't know, I used to play basketball in college, but they told me I wouldn't be able to lift heavy again. I was going to PT, and I was just like, I was letting these people put these fucking constraints on myself. And meanwhile, now I'm here, fast forward, after believing in myself, after tapping into that pain and not allowing that pain to fucking define me, not allowing those medical professions shooting up a cortisone shot in my back, saying that I'll never be able to lift heavy again. I didn't let that shit dictate my future. And now I'm here 2 weeks out from chasing my IFBB Pro card. From all the rehab, all the stretching, all of that. And you know what kept me going, man? Is tapping into that pain and not forgetting the shit I've been through. And yeah, there's been times, man, you're not going to always be in the current mind state, just like the yin and yang analogy. There's going to be ups and downs with fucking life, and you're going to lose vision and lose sight of who you are at times. But it's finding it. It's rekindling that spark. Like me in wilderness camp. Just fucking little 12-year-old Red. Sparking a quartz, a rock in the middle of the woods. But guess what? I made it out of there. I made it out from being the dumbass in class, according to everybody else. I made it out of my injuries, my physical injuries, my physical limitations at the time. And that's what pain can do, man. And so tap into that shit. But yeah, I'm sorry for not uploading yesterday. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry for myself by not being a man of my word. But I kind of acted more so out of emotion of just being like, fuck yeah, let's do this thing. Which I think is great. I think it's great to act on things in the current moment. But then you also got to assess a game plan, and that's where I failed. It isn't the easiest thing to do, especially with this prep. I'm my own support system, other than Raven, but she kind of in her own world. Where the fuck? What you doing? Yeah, but I'm about to finish this meal real quick. And then we're gonna get to the gym, and we got legs. But yeah, man, go to the gym. Tap into that pain. Tap into that future you. Tap into the potential. Unlock that potential. We all have the potential to accomplish so much more than we visually can see. And it's just doing stuff in the current moment, and you might not know where that leads to, but you just gotta start doing shit, man. So, yeah, I'll see y'all at the gym in a little bit. All right, y'all, so we just pulled up to the gym. For the first time training in a while, I'm training in squat shoes just because I'm trying to get them a lot more quad activation. So having that elevated heel so I can extend my knees over my toes in most of my compound movements, my squats, leg press, or things like that, are ultimately gonna activate a lot more quad activation. But yeah, so I'm about to film my accessory work for the first half, and then we have squats midway through, and then we're finishing on a leg press, as well as little sissy squats. Sissy squats, I think, supersetted with leg extensions. So we're about to get in there and get to fucking work, man. Cut the yapping. wrapped up that workout, so I didn't even squat, so that's why I didn't film that and film that as a talking segment. My central nervous system was kind of fried after those heavy ass leg press. And I don't want to hear y'all say shit about my range of motion. Well, one, Kyle has it on plan to just focus on the teardrop, so I'm trying to keep my legs at shoulder width apart, but my toes, sorry, I was fighting demons earlier, but my toes are slightly pointed outwards. And so I'm only going up about 3/4 of the way, and I'm going down as far as I can without any form of pain. And so that's what I was with my 2 herniated discs. I can't really go that far in depth past 90 degrees until my low back starts to tweak a little bit and hurts. So I don't want to hear shit from y'all. Oh, that was a good ass workout, man. Sometimes you just gotta get in there. You gotta just shut the fuck up and just work. That's why it's called working out, man. Go put in some fucking work. As much as I talk that hard shit, as much as I talk that trolling stuff, y'all are the reason I do this. I do it for myself at the end of the day, but the whole reason of just not being alone and being in the dark and doing the shit by myself and going to the gym just by myself, no cameras. The only reason I'm talking to a camera right now is for y'all. This shit isn't for me, man. This shit is for y'all. Yeah, I get like, maybe I'm a little narcissistic. I get a little fulfillment out of, feeling something greater than myself. But this shit's for y'all, man. And so for everybody who's been leaving the comments of just really resonating, that's what's keeping me going, man. And especially this deep on prep, I'm finding that fuel in everything, finding that fuel in the pain, finding that fuel in y'all, the community. Y'all keep me going, man. And I want to be there just as much as y'all are there for me. I want to keep y'all going the way y'all keep me going. But I gotta go get this beef real quick because the motherfucker is starving. It is 6 p.m. Got 3 meals left. Gonna try to sleep around 9 so we can wake up for the 5 a.m. club. But it's been a really good day, man.